Yeah, what's up everyone? Trust you guys are really doing good out there. Welcome to Yaletech. So today we'll be looking at another very interesting topic which says BJT and MOSFET transistor. For a while now we've been looking at transistor, how does transistor work, how do we get a data sheet of it. So if this is the first time on this channel, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the family so that you get helpful notification on videos like this. So today we want to centralize our focus on BJT and MOSFET transistor. What are their differences? Can we use them interchangeably and the rest? So that is what we'll be looking at today. So without wasting much of our time, let's continue and let's dive in very fast. So BJT and MOSFET transistor. Now, what does MOSFET transistor really stand for? Very simple, like ABC. MOSFET transistor simply means Metal-Oxide-Semiconductor feed effect transistor. I know some of you don't know that before, but at least we are learning. So that's it. So what it simply stands for is Metal-Oxide-Semiconductor feed effect transistor. You can see it's a very useful material. Then let's look at the second one, which says BJT. What do we mean by BJT? BJT simply means Bipolar Junction Transistor. I believe you understand now. So we said MOSFET means Metal-Oxide-Semiconductor feed effect transistor, while we say BJT means Bipolar Junction Transistor. Okay, so that's good to know. Now that you know what they really mean, so let's now look at them in details so that we'll get the full understanding of it. Let me adjust this a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now this is my MOSFET, so to say. Now if you look at the diagram there, let me use my mouse so you can always see what I'm doing. Now the two of them look alike a bit, but they are different. Now let me show you something different. Now look at their data sheet. Remember, I've taught you how to check the data sheet of any material. Now look at their data sheet here. You will see that for the BJT, now okay, don't let me rush you, we'll still get to that stage. You can see my data sheet. I'm talking about the BJT now, that is the Bipolar Junction Transistor. You will see that that one has emitter, it has base, it has collector, and mind you, the orientation can be different. Sometimes your collector may be at the middle, like for example in C1815 the collector will be at the middle, while the base will be at the other side and the emitter at the other side too. But for a MOSFET that you see, it does not have NPN or PNP, no, it's just constant, but its own is different. We have the source, the ground, and we have the drain. Don't worry, we'll get to that part, but I'm just showing you the data sheet so that you see the orientation of the way it's been arranged. So let's proceed further. So we already know that. Now this is another thing to really know about MOSFET transistor. What makes it really different, unique and spectacular than that of BJT? Mind you, all of them are all useful, but just that they have different area of usefulness where they really perform better. Do you understand now? So when we say MOSFET transistor, we already said the definition, the full meaning is Metal-Oxide-Semiconductor feed effect transistor. It is a voltage control device. Now what do we mean? Now in that of BJT, so to say, if you have been into ARM construction before, you will see that when you put your transistor, for example, don't worry, I will do more video on that. If you are trying to how do I put it now to make it very simple for you guys? Okay, if you are trying to make your amplifier, for example, let's say my amplifier is a 50-watt amplifier, a small one, and I decide to step it up to like 200 watt, 500 watt. What I need to do is my preamp still remains the same, but the only thing that will be changing here, I will need more transistor. In most cases we usually use BJT transistor because it does not require too much voltage. I can drive over the just 30 volt, 50 volt, but the amps will determine. So the amps will work with the number of transistors I'm using. Each transistor can win in BJT. Don't let me rush you, let's keep it very simple. Just know that in MOSFET they have to do with more voltage, you understand? But in that of BJT, they are current sensitive, so they are current control device. So the more they control the current, the more output. For example, now if one transistor is to give 1.3 amps, now for example one transistor of BJT, let's say 2SC5200 or 21814 now for example, if I'm to use one of them now, for example, it will supply, each one of them require 1.3 amps. So if I'm using 10 now, that means I'm in need of 13 amps. That means my transformer must be able to supply 13 amps. So if I'm driving it with a 5 amps transformer, it will not function very well. It will seem as if it's just like 2 that is working. You understand now? Unlike that of the MOSFET. MOSFET is now more of current sensitive. It's more of voltage. So that is why in a power amplifier or in any system, you see that whenever you use MOSFET, you require high voltage. You require a very good, reasonable amount of voltage compared to that of BJT, where the current have to increase if you really want to get a very good output. If not, your sound will not really sound very, very well. Is that clear? Now, I believe you are getting much value from this video. Okay, so let's now look at their data sheet extensively now. Let me adjust this a bit. Now, so let's look at their data sheet here. Just bear with me. Now, you will see for the BJT now, it is being splitted. Sorry. For the BJT, we can categorize this into two different types. We have the NPN and we have the PNP. So when we say remember BJT means by junction transistor. Okay, so this is NPN, that is negative, positive, negative, while this is positive, negative, positive. So for the BJT, remember the NPN, the emitter will be by this side, while the base is here, while the collector is here. Is that clear now? Then for my PNP, that is positive, negative, positive, my emitter is here, while my base is here, my collector is here. But the difference is just that this one is NPN, while this is NPN. You understand? They look alike, but mind you, their functions are different. But if you look at that of MOSFET does not have anything like PNP, NPN, and the rest. It does not have. But you see, so why this one is making use of emitter, base, collector, this one is making use of source, gate, and drain. Let me back up so that you see. That is why we have that here now. From what we have here, you can see drain. This is our ground, this is our source. So this is where voltage in. So why that one is having a emitter, this is on. You understand? And let's just keep it simple for this video. As we advance, you'll be getting it more better. So this is a emitter for that of BJT. This is the base, this is the collector. So comparing the two of them together, that is why we now have this. So when you're talking about MOSFET now, there's nothing like emitter, base there. No, what you keep hearing is source, the gate, the drain. Is that clear? I believe you find this video very, very helpful. Do it to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you know you find it very helpful. Then let's proceed. Now BJT, they are semiconductor. And where do they use them? They are used for switching. So in some system, there are some system whereby automatically you want it to be self-controlled, that once this action happens, it should trigger. You understand? As if you are coding a bit, they use BJT there. So they are using switching and amplification of various electronic devices. The explanation I was citing at the other side is very, very common in that of amplification, where I said when they are constructing amplifier, don't worry, I will do a video on how to construct an amp very, very soon. Okay, where you have your pre-board, the more your amp, the more your transistors, especially BJT, the more power output it will give. You understand now? So if I'm trying to upgrade my 50-watt speaker amplifier to 2000, that means I need more transistor. Don't worry, I will do more explanation on that in one of my video coming very, very next. That is why I said like this video, subscribe. So this is area where we can use BJT. They are used in switching and amplification of various electronic circuits. Okay, let's look at that of MOSFET. MOSFET are very, very useful. The two are useful, but the area are different a bit. Now in MOSFET, you can use MOSFET in switch, also like that of the normal BJT. You can use it, can work as switch, and also in power regulation. Yeah, it has more resistance. You can see the difference between that one can function in switch and in power electronics. You understand, to make amplification system. You understand, but for MOSFET can function in switching, in power regulation, and also in power electronic circuit. You can see, so it has a little edge over that of the MOSFET. So either one you are using among the two, they are both good. You understand? Good. Don't get confused about them. They are very, very good, useful component. It's just that the area of application can be different, and also you have to really consider what you have. For example, if you have a case whereby you have more room for current and your voltage cannot really step up, definitely you will go for BJT. But if you have more room for voltage but your current cannot really go further, then MOSFET is your best option. I believe you understand now. So this is not like a cram. You can see the way I really break it down. So that is what I'm telling you. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, join this family, and ensure you click that bell notification so that whenever I drop a video, you will definitely not get notified. And for some of you that really need some of my service, you can see this is me. I'm into sound installation, repair. I will sell guitar, keyboard, anything that has to do with sound production. We sell any of that, and mind you, we'll get it delivered to you anywhere you are in Nigeria, 100% guarantee. So my number is right there on the screen. Feel free to click it to call me, give me a call. You can WhatsApp me there. It's very, very available too, and we can guarantee you it will definitely get across to you anywhere in Nigeria. And if you want me to still do more video on this transistor, ensure you drop it on this on the comment section. Drop your question there. I will definitely attend to that, I promise you. So if you want, maybe you've been working on a particular project, you've been having one issue or the other, no problem, drop it. I will look into it and I will use it to make videos so that you get notified with it. So watch out for this next video. You know, we already discussed about BJT, MOSFET and the rest. So in our next video we'll discuss about BJT, MOSFET, JFET and IGBT. We'll discuss about them extensively. I believe you find this video very helpful. Wait for that video to where we will discuss about the differences between BJT and MOSFET transistor. Cheers. See you guys in my next video. Thank you.